income. The gentlelady from New York, Ms. McCarthy, for a minute and a half.
The gentlelady from New York is recognized for a minute and a half.
Thank you, and I thank my colleague. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in opposition of H.R. 2587, a bill I call the Outsourcing Bill of Rights. Especially during these difficult economical times, we have come together to do the patriotic thing, protect and create jobs here at home. This legislation eliminates the NLRB's already limited authority to order an employer to restore work taken away in a wrongful way. By passing this bill, we are telling our nation's workers we cannot and we will not help them. Plain and simple, if this bill passes, it will lead to increased outsourcing jobs. Further, the bill will make certain that employers will not be held accountable. You know, my colleague on the other side just mentioned that 93% of American workers are not unionized. And I also like to bring to the point that we've seen wages across this country going down, and yet we have seen the profits in corporations going up. That's why we're in the situation we're in right now. I come from a union family, and I'm proud of that. It was able to give us the education that we needed for my father and mother to be able to buy us a home. That we're not seeing today. Why? Because we're hitting the workers. Why did we have unions in the first place? To give them a voice. I urge my colleagues to oppose this bill. In my opinion, the corporations should be a little bit more patriotic and start hiring people so we can get this economy going, make this great country of what we are. America can go forward, but not without good pays for our workers. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Now, hi, my name is Carmen S. Gonzalez, MSED, and today I witnessed a debate about the NLRB and their restrictions that they're trying to impose on them. Now, I tried to call through the line today, but I couldn't, so I'm going to do my own, and I'm going to post it today. How do I feel about the restrictions on the National Labor Relations Board? Well, one of the speakers, who is a Democrat, stated that by restricting the NLRB, that you are imposing civil rights restrictions that are illegal. By stopping union workers from organizing, you are ending their rights that were already given about 70 years ago. Now, I am one of those people who I have always been a union worker. Of course, I've gone into some places where I was not in a union, but my last position, I was laid off as a union worker. I was a teacher. And I feel that, you know, by not giving the National Labor Relations Board the right to organize, that is discriminatory. Why? Because the National Labor Relations Board is an organization that was for civil rights, for people of minorities. A long time ago, my dad was also a union worker. He just passed away as a union worker. But if it were not for the union, he would have been undergoing discriminatory practice against him as a black Latino. I am Puerto Rican. And if it were not for that protection against retaliating against union workers because of civil rights, then I probably would have been fired even quicker. I was fired. And if it were not for the National Labor Relations Board and them giving this place where I used to work at as a teacher the right to organize, I would not have been protected. Now, my case is still going on right now. My name is Carmen S. Gonzalez, MSED, and I hope that, you know, they don't restrict the right of people organizing, because by doing that, you are discriminating against people who want to protect people like me. Thank you.